So you'll see this announced every month, but this is kind of like your one time, you're good to go, and just kind of coach basics for that first time. So Courtney,
also, I will say, if you have new coaches too, feel free to put them on this call and then show your support by showing up on the call as well.
Yes, perfect. All right, Courtney, do you want to start with intros or me?
Go for it.
All right, so let me just kind of briefly explain this. So Courtney and I, we are in I call it sister organizations. So when Courtney runs her business and I run my business, our businesses don't affect one another in any way. We're not in the same team per se. We just kind of run through the same organization. Like if we go way, way up into I call it like our family tree, we all stem to the same person, which is Lindsay Matway. So if you ever hear of her, she's like the Beyonce of Beachbody. So Courtney and I met in New Orleans 2 years ago. And so we've just kind of run our businesses very much in the same track. And so after getting to know one another and just kind of becoming friends and seeing that we have a lot in common, we've really meshed up our businesses in what we call we're success partners. And so that's something that's really helpful in pushing your business, is finding a buddy that you can do this with, that makes it more fun and encouraging, that you have that same personality with. And so that's what Courtney and I do together. And we decided to take it even a step further and kind of allow a platform and space for our new coaches to get the same training from us. You know, Courtney and I come from different stories and different platforms, but we also want the opportunity to kind of like unite our teams and show them that there's a lot out there within this, within Beachbody. So we will be doing these together. So you might not see Courtney in our team page, and for Courtney's coaches, you won't see me in your team page, but we get to kind of unite and do these trainings and learning things together. So I will just quickly introduce myself. So I am Lauren Blackledge, and I am the founder of Team Grind+Shine. I started coaching in November of 2016, but before that I started as a challenger in September of 2016. Just someone who was looking for a solution to feel better, to lose some weight, and just find something that was going to work for me and my lifestyle. I have crazy gym anxiety, and this was my answer. And so it took some time for my coach to show me and for me to have the belief of coaching. But when I started in November of 2016, I fell in love with everything about it. And what's brought me along this journey, I kind of started off, I was a third grade teacher at the time. Sorry, I want to make sure. I was a third grade elementary school teacher. I had been a teacher for 10 years and was just feeling that normal teaching burnout. And what I was finding was over time, my coaching income was starting to match my teaching income. And I was allowed to have some more freedom within my schedule, within my life, and decided this past summer, to step away from teaching and work this coaching business full time, have the freedom to be with my son. Now, unfortunately, I wish, if I could have turned back time, I would have done it when he was younger, but he is, he's a first grader now. And so I'm not home with him per se during the school day, but it's really awesome to be more physically and mentally present while he's at school and, when he comes home and things like that. So that is my coaching story. I am obsessed with coaching. It is everything to me and has completely changed my life, my confidence, my health, and everything along with it. So.
All right. I love that. Okay. So my name is Courtney Harden. I'm the founder of Team Confidence Crew. I started coaching in March of 2018. I signed up as a coach on the same day that I signed up to be a challenger, having never drank the shakes, I dabbled in like T25 insanity in college, didn't even know that you could be a coach. But I signed up, and then I got a lot of feedback from former high school who I thought were friends, blasting me on social media. So I really was super scared of what others would think of me for about the first year of coaching. So I really just kind of didn't really go all in, didn't give it my all. I didn't post consistently. I posted like a recipe once a week and said I was coaching. And until I went to Summit in New Orleans in the summer of 2017, where I met Lauren, I saw all of these people, about 200,000 people go to Summit. Coaches actually go to Summit every year. And you see all of these people and hear their life-changing stories and where they came from. And you know that this is the community that can change people's lives. I grew up an athlete. I love, love, love fitness. So the fitness part is not hard for me. That being said, I've always had this mentality that because I'm working out, I can eat whatever I want. So I went through like so many phases of emotional eating and still struggle with like the reward at the end of the week kind of mentality. But so I signed up to really get that help with nutrition. And then I wanted to help a couple family members who were obese. I was able to help my dad lose 30 pounds in 30 days. So that was huge for me. And then I saw the financial benefits of it. I set a goal to want to pay off my car payment with coaching income someday. So once I did that, I just started going from there. And setting those small goals really helped me continue every single day. Because for me, there were times when I made $0 one week. And you have to really be passionate about this business and helping people. That's going to take you through those $0 weeks. So now for me, I still continue to coach because it's going to pay for my maternity leave. I'm 22 weeks pregnant, and I know I don't get any maternity leave with my current employer. So I know that it's going to be so huge for my company, for my family, so huge for my family to be able to make up that income loss for taking maternity leave. I'm also able to pay for fun things like nursery decorations and things that I probably wouldn't have really splurged on before. And then just being able to have financial relief. I'm someone who budgets everything and stresses out about $50 charges here or $10 charges there. So just having that relief has definitely kept me going. So coaching can and will take you amazing places. You just have to be consistent. You have to be passionate, and you just have to love doing this, really. So anyway, and love working on yourself. So with that, let's get started. I'll go ahead and share my screen. Okay.
All right.
Can everyone see that?
I can see it, which would,
okay.
I think that would mean everyone else should be able to too.
Okay.
Go ahead and drop it down. There we go. Okay, so I'm going to take on the first slide, and we're just going to talk about like tracking our businesses. And we do have a lot of teachers on here, so I am going to refer to that specialty, to that career, because I know you guys will get it in that sense. So I want you to think of tracking your business the same way we track our standards and you would track your lesson plans. You know, yes, when you're a good teacher, you can wing it. You can wing it all day. But if you show up to work every day just winging it, your behaviors and the things that you're doing within your business are just going to be, you know, out there. You're just going to be grasping at things. There's going to be no measurable, you know, there's going to be no way to measure it. And your business is no different. This is a very easy business to get caught up in squirrel brain, especially when our platform, our office is social media. We know how easy it is to get distracted by all the shiny things that come on social media. And what's nice is we have trackers available to you to make sure you are doing the things that are going to push your business forward. And the best part about it, the thing that makes me most excited, is these things that push our business forward are things that fuel us on the inside anyways, make us better people, make us happier. Whenever I do these vital behaviors, that's what they're called, the vital behaviors, I find that I have so much joy in my life, whether it be in my business and just in my overall health. So one of the things, well, the things that we focus on, there are 4 main areas of pushing your business forward. The first one is being a proof of the product. Guys, work out. Use the workouts. Drink your shake. Drink your Energize. Whatever product it is that you're using, do those things, but don't just do them and then go on with your day. Share it. Tell your story. Make sure that when you are using, doing a workout, think about how it's affecting your life in a positive way. Social media is something we already use to share out the things that we love. What do we do when we go on a date night? Or what do we do when our friend has a kid, or, Christmas? We post it on social media. Well, our fitness journey is no different. Share these things. We don't have to be at chapter 50 to start sharing. We don't have to have this amazing transformation. And in all honesty, people aren't going to relate to your after picture. They are going to be in the mindset of looking for the before, looking for the person who's showing up along the way and telling your story. So that's the first task of being a coach, is just being a proof of the product. Show that these programs work, because they do. Show that the nutrition plans work, because they do. Follow them and share it along the way. Be that storyteller. Connect, invite, and follow up. Guys, I'm not going to lie. This is the hardest one mentally of the vital behaviors, because it's scary. It's so scary because we're afraid of putting ourselves out there. But I have found over time, when you are connecting with the right people and when you have the right purpose and confidence that comes along with that conversation and invite, it makes it a lot less scary. So connect with people. Find people who have things in common with you. If you are a new mom, start chatting it up with new moms. If you are a teacher, start chatting it up with teachers who are in the same grade level as you. If you are a dog mom that has a crazy dog that gets in your way in your workouts, start chatting with people who have crazy dogs. Instagram is the best tool for that right now, because we have that top. Remember I said being a storyteller? People are sharing their stories all day long. Connect with those people who are sharing already on your platform. Next, invites. So we invite into our challenge groups. In order to start your business and get it rolling, you want to be active in a challenge group, or if you've pushed your business on to that second month, we're going to get to that in a bit, start hosting your own challenge groups and invite people to it. Inviting to a challenge group doesn't have to be a scary thing. Think of it as simple as if you were opening, I think I've used this reference before, but like if you were opening up a coffee shop, who would you invite to come buy coffee from your coffee shop first? The people who know, love, and trust you, the people who are around you. So if you're going to start inviting people to a challenge group, invite the people who know, love, and trust you. And then follow up. Guys, we're all busy. You're all busy. I had to follow up with all of you today to make sure that you saw that we were having this call. No big deal. Nobody got mad at me because I invited or because I reminded you that we were having this call, but it happens in life. People are busy, and there's no difference in your challengers or the people you're trying to help. They're busy too. So just follow up and remind them about, the different things going, that you're hosting or being a part of. Get people results. That's the coolest part of this business, is we get to teach them. Right now, all of us are doing a program and we're all going to be getting results, and we get to help and inspire people to do that too. And that is the coolest part of this job, is when you get a challenger or someone that you're working with and you see that they feel better, that they're finding success, and that they're losing weight. Nothing is more rewarding as a coach than when you get a message that says, oh my goodness, I'm down 3 pounds already. And the last one, which is kind of the nice, pretty bow that seals the deal, is personal development. Find a book that is going to fuel your fire, whether it's mentally, whether it's a book that's a business related, whether it's a mindset book. We have tons in our training. There's tons of books that we can refer to you, but listen or read a book that's going to really help your mindset. It will do wonders for just changing your thinking towards not being in, I guess, like a negative headspace. It is taking care of our minds just as much as we work towards using the workouts and meal plans to take care of our bodies. And track it.
Yeah, I listen to personal development every morning while I'm getting ready for work, because I know there's a lot of multitaskers on here who don't really have time to read. Right. And I do it every morning, or when I'm walking, or just multitasking, really.
I don't think I've read a single personal development book, but I have listened to 10 books in the last year, probably.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So next is social media. So I'm going to go switch over to here really quick. Okay. So quickly, I'm going to go through the social media training. So Lauren kind of touched on this a little bit, but this slideshow is posted in my coach group, and I'm sending it to Lauren after this. So she's going to post it for you guys. So you always have this to fall back on, and you can go through the slides at any time. So basically a huge part of what we do if you probably haven't noticed about coaching, is posting on social media. So I like our company so much is because we tell all of our coaches to share your story. We never suggest sharing a stock photo of Shakeology and saying, this is 129, or sharing a stock photo of Shaun T and saying, do this Shaun T, whatever, Transform 20 program with me. It's always about your journey and how the people that are following you could also benefit from what you're doing. So sharing your story goes a lot into like your current life phase. So for me, my current life phase is pregnancy, fit pregnancy, first-time moms, new moms, maybe newlyweds kind of fall into that category a little bit as well. But find your life phase, whether that's you're a newlywed, whether that's you're a college student, whether that's you have 3 kids, whether you're a boy mom, whatever that life phase is, find that. Obviously, you'll know because you're in it, and use that to find the people that are most like you. Also, talk a lot about what makes you different. Rather than just posting dog mom, post Boston Terrier dog mom, or rather than just posting that you are a fashionista, post that you like specific stores and you only go to TJ Maxx, Marshalls. So fashion on a budget is something that I talk about a lot. What makes you different? And then the last is just your health journey. So constantly be posting about those things over and over, and how they all tie in together is huge for your followers. And then this kind of ties into what are your pillars, or what's your message. I like to tell my ladies to have 5 to 6 pillars that you're posting about constantly, and rotating through them. So for example, mine are gaining confidence, physically and as a leader, mom to be, dog mom, wife, weird AF. I have dance party Fridays in my stories all the time, and I cannot dance. I talk about how I can't cook or don't like cooking. I use simple recipes. I use avocado in a lot of my recipes. Fashion on a budget, and creating purpose in my current career. Hashtags I won't spend much time on, but use about 10 to 15. Use ones that have about 20,000 to 100,000 uses, and use them in the text of your posts. So don't comment them. Currently right now, an algorithm is always changing with Instagram, but currently those are being flagged for spam or whatever if you're posting them in your comments. And then just don't tag like Beachbody or Beachbody workouts or anything like that. Just use things that have to do with your 5 pillars. So I'm an event planner at a Marriott, so I use like Hotel Life or Event Planner Life. I use Boston Terrier Dog Mom. I use pregnancy, first time pregnancy, things like that. Okay. A lot of people, this is their most common fear. So I hear a lot, it's so hard to share my thoughts publicly. That's what your Instagram stories are for. First, let me go back. If this is a problem area for you, go listen to The Power of Vulnerability by Brene Brown. It is my favorite, hands down, personal development book. I love her and the way that she talks, because if I don't like the way the person talks on their Audible, I get really weird about it. I love the way she talks. She's in the room with you, and it's all about being vulnerable and how people see it as a strength rather than how you see it as a weakness. And then just use your Instagram stories. Be you. You don't always have to have a pound of makeup on in your stories. You can just be yourself, smile, be enthusiastic, especially when you're talking about new groups that are coming up. Show your real life. You don't always have to be dolled up, like I said. I wouldn't talk to the camera more than like 5 to 10 slides straight. And then just be creative. Use graphics and things that are going to be eye-catching and people are going to stop and read them. And then always try to use the new features that Instagram Stories comes out with. Like they came out with the countdown recently. Use the questions, the poll, the GIFs or GIFs, however you say that, in your stories. Use those. Okay, photo editing. I use Adobe Lightroom. You can buy filters on Etsy for like $2 and use the exact same filter for all of your pictures. That way they coincide, they look cohesive, and they all go well together. Make sure they're visually pleasing and scroll stopping. Smile, change up the way that the place that you are, the way that you position yourself. You don't want the exact same picture every single time. Obviously the best is going to be natural outside lighting. But a lot of times for us, because we're inside working out, that's not the case. So use your front camera, not your selfie camera. Use the front of your camera with the flash if it is dark or whatever. That is like one of my biggest tips because people forget about that. And then clear the clutter from the background of your photo. Again, find an editing app. I use Adobe Lightroom. Just to make them consistent. And then I mentioned that. And then I would suggest following some Instagram accounts that are not Beachbody coaches so that you are not trying to copy them or trying to mimic what they're doing and everyone starts looking the same. So Jenna Kutcher is a really, really great one, photographer turned life coach or something. I forget what she does. Maybe just blogger. Maybe, I don't know. This girl's good. And then Maniacs in the Middle is a middle school teacher that I'm sure if you're a teacher, you probably have heard of her. Okay. Before and after photos are going to be huge. I won't spend a lot of time on this because this is kind of a little bit later down the road as a coach. This goes back to being proof of the product. You want your followers to trust you. I always tell my new coaches, you are currently in the trust phase of your coaching career. People don't know if you're going to stick with it. People don't know if you're going to actually finish this 6-week program. So you have to take a before picture no matter what. You have to take an after picture. You don't have to post it right away, but you guys, this is where your business is going to take off. The number 3 coach in the company, Emily Favre, I just forgot her name for a second. Number 3 coach was a diamond coach, which you'll learn a little bit more about ranks in a little bit. Not tonight, probably. But she was a diamond coach, which is not super high up in the company. It's awesome, and is now number 3 coach in the company because she consistently posted one before and after post a week and completed the 80-day obsession program and got results from it. That is why she is number 3 in the company right now, because people learned to trust her, followed her journey while she was posting about the entire 80-day program, and saw that she got results and that they could too. That's literally it, you guys. So before and afters are super important, but you're not really going to have them until you become proof that the product works. And before and afters can be a lot of different things, because I used to dwell on this too. I used to be like, well, I was kind of fit before I became a coach, but my afters aren't really like that crazy good. So it can be mental transformation. It can be leg before and afters, leg days. It can be emotional eating before and afters, like whatever you want to do. But the before and after scroll stopping post is what's going to get the most traction. Okay. This is just kind of a gaining followers tidbit. Make sure you're posting consistently daily to your feed and Insta stories, sharing by talking about the groups, building genuine relationships, which just means going to people's pages and liking and genuinely commenting like, oh, I love that shirt, where'd you get it? Or, oh my gosh, my dog does the same thing. Or, oh my gosh, my baby's going through that same phase. Whatever it is, just build a relationship with them so that later on down the road, when you do connect with them and reach out to them, it's not going to be like, who is this cold call person trying to sell me something? It's like, oh, we talked about our babies before and she's running a group. Maybe I could join that. So it's much less of the like, hey girl, do you want to join my group? And more like, we've had a conversation before. I have this group coming up. Are you interested? Like sound like something you'd be interested in. So that all goes into creating, sharing, and connecting with people in your niche. Okay, and then basically how not to be salesy, post about your journey, not products, share your real life ups and downs, struggles. Struggles is huge. People want to know, and that's spelled wrong. People want to know why, or know that you're not always perfect too. People like to see other people struggle. It's just never post images of your product packaging. Share your day-to-day life in your stories. Post in a way people want to ask what it is that you're doing. So it's called like curiosity marketing. Post like, oh, day 1 of my 20-minute program started today, would get someone being like, what is that you're doing? What? It's only 20 minutes. What? Don't be like day 1 of Transform 20, where they can just go Google Transform 20 and buy it on their own. Provide value, how you can help your followers. Something as simple as a clean recipe can go a long way. And rotate through health, fitness. This is a huge one. So I rotate through 3 posts. I don't post really 3 times a day, but I rotate through these 3. Health and fitness posts, coach post, what it has done for me or what it can do for my future, and a personal, like husband, dog, whatever post that has nothing to do with coaching or health and fitness. And then your first assignment for social media is to come up with and create a I'm a coach post. It tells a little bit of your story, what inspired you to be a coach or why you decided to be a coach. It states that you are a coach, but not that you became a Beachbody coach. It's just, I'm a coach. This is what I'm doing. This is why I'm doing it. Be confident, creates a sense of urgency. So if you want to, and I always suggest sending your I'm a coach post to your coach to have them look over it before actually posting it. But if you want to invite in the post and say, my coach is letting me add a couple ladies to our next boot camp. I'm looking for 3 ladies. And then it has a call to action. So that just means like, so if you want in that boot camp, drop a emoji below or something. And then obviously just make sure the graphic is clear, you're happy, or if it's a before and after, feel free to share that. So definitely send that rough draft to your coach for proofreading. And that is all for social media. We'll just quickly go through the rest.
Yeah, I would say clearly that's the biggest one, just because that is your store essentially. So, making sure that you're utilizing your social media is huge. All right, next thing we can quickly just talk about is how to remain an active coach. So if you've logged into your back coach office or anything, when you set up your direct deposit, you would see that when it says on your dashboard, it says active. The ways to remain an active coach is to have 50 PV or higher, which is your PV is your personal volume. So this means if you sign up or if you purchase like your Energize and Recover, that gives you 90 PV. If you're purchasing your Shakeology, that gives you 90 PV. If you have, I think is it 2 or 3 boxes of Beach Bars? That's 90 PV. So there's certain amounts. It's basically your volume of the product that you're ordering. But another way that you can receive volume is through selling. So like if you have someone sign up with a challenge pack or Shakeology, then you also get volume through that. Sorry, I'm opening mandarin oranges. See, the job that has to be done. Sorry, multitasking. But the next way, did we get into the, okay. So we're going to get to Success Club in just a second, but if you're wanting to have the opportunity, is that in your next slide, Courtney? I just didn't want to tap into that.
Yeah, Success Club, but yeah.
Okay. So if you're wanting to start pushing for Success Club, so I know on our team page, I just announced, put out the information about the Success Club trip that'll be happening in 2020, which is amazing. So if you're wanting to start pushing for Success Club points, then you're going to want to have the home direct of either the performance line or the Shakeology or the home direct of Beach Bars. So that keeps you eligible for getting those points. And I want you to think, I don't want you to always think of like, okay, so to run this business, I have to buy something. For one, when you're pushing your business forward, you're making that money back. And then at the same time, I want you to think about business owners out in the real world, not in the virtual world, but like store owners. They have to put in so much more money. And normally business owners start their businesses in serious amounts of debt. Whereas with us, Beachbody takes out that hard work. We don't have to deal with customer service. We don't have to deal with shipping. We don't have to deal with any product. All we have to do is show that in order to push our business forward, we're utilizing the products that keep our business going. So those are the things to keep you as an active coach. So if you want to just be active and you're not worried about Success Club points, 50 PV. If you are wanting to push for Success Club points, 90 PV on a home direct, which hopefully you want to start pushing for Success Club points because we get so many benefits from that too.
Definitely, for sure. Okay, so the first task that you really are wanting to do is help 3 people this month, or the month that you sign up as a coach. That will help get you to what's called Success Club. Success Club is when you help 3 people purchase the exact same thing that you did. So hopefully, meaning a challenge pack, or you get Success Club points from ordering Shakeology on Home Direct. So when your customers get challenge packs through you or Shakeology on Home Direct, you get 2 points. 2 Success Club points add up to, when you help 3, would be 6, obviously. So that automatically puts you in what they call Success Club 5 or Success Club 10. So hitting Success Club 5 means you have hit Success Club for the month. What that means is you get prizes, you get recognition, you also are just moving your business forward. It's a huge helper, like a milestone marker basically of how successful you are with your business. So consistently hitting Success Club is a huge deal. And then in your first 3 months as a coach, if you hit Success Club for those first 3 months, you get what's called Success Starter, and you earn a free ticket to our annual conference in the summer, June or July, usually. This year it's in Indianapolis, so they usually announce the next place at this year's summit. But that is also a huge deal because those tickets are usually like $200, and it's, like I said in my intro, 100% what changed my business for me. So I highly, 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 highly suggest shooting for Success Starter. If you have already missed the opportunity, don't think that you can't go to Summit, because Summit is huge, and I would highly suggest saving up for it. And then once customers are basically if they are ready to purchase the challenge pack or join you in their fit crew, and we'll talk definitely way more later in personal messages about conversations with people. But you use what's called Share a Cart, which your coach may or may not have used with you, but you'll need their email address and which flavor of shake they want to start with, or the pre-workout and muscle recovery choice. And then you just shop for them whatever you guys had talked about them getting, whether it's Transform 20 Challenge Pack, whether it's just Shakeology, whatever. You go to shareacart.teambeachbody.com and shop for them. And it's a little bit confusing the very first time you do it. After that, it's super easy. So that is what helping 3 will get you.
All right. So this, okay. So next one. This is basically the next step in your business. So right now you guys are all coaches. When you sign up, you are officially a coach. But as you reach different milestones in your business, we call that ranking up. And the very first rank that you push for or shoot for is Emerald. So to become Emerald, you basically sign up 2 coaches underneath you, 2 people who are wanting to either utilize the products and get the discount for them, or 2 people who are wanting to run this business too. I mean, think about why you're here. What is it that's pushing you here? Was it you're trying to get your Shakeology paid for and get a couple people signed up underneath you, or make this business something that you can grow with? But I highly suggest getting to Emerald, and there's reasons why. This is when first you get shouted out, which when you're shouted out, we create these really pretty visuals, and that's something that you get to share out, to show people that you are, advancing in this business and going somewhere with it. And so that's something that's very just exciting to get. And where was I going with the second thing? Oh, this is, once you're Emerald, this is when you can begin to receive income that is not just through commission. So as an Emerald coach, you can start to begin what's called Team Cycle. So as you start getting friends and families set up with their kits for health and, for their workouts and their meal plans, you start to produce volume yourself. And as your team starts to do that too, we are given income, or what's called bonuses, through that cycle. So when you are just a coach, you simply make money on your commission that you make. But once you become an Emerald coach, you make your commission, but then you can also make $14 every time you have a cycle of a certain amount of numbers. And we can get into that a little bit later. I'm not going to plague you down with that too much, but I want to kind of, and I hope this doesn't sound like insensitive, but I want to dumb it down a little bit. So Emerald can seem really scary when you're thinking about like, oh my gosh, how am I going to have 2 coaches sign up underneath me? But I want you to know, when I first started coaching, my 2 coaches were my husband and my sister. My sister was obsessed with T25. She loved Shakeology. So I said, well, I'm not going to have you pay full price. become a discount coach, and you can get 25% off. To this day, my sister has never coached anyone. She drinks Shakeology every month and she gets it for the 25% off. She's a broke college student, but it works for her because she don't know how to cook food. So Shakeology is in her every day because it's the only thing that's good that's going in her body. And she doesn't have to pay for it full price. So right there was my coach number one. My coach number two is Zane, my husband. I drink Shakeology. I buy that from my account. I signed up Zane as a coach with his permission. Obviously, you cannot sign up a spouse without their permission. If you do, it's not on me. But he was my second coach, and I ordered my Energize and Recover through him. So you might be wondering, like, why would you do that when you already get it discounted? Because I signed him up as a coach, I immediately made a bonus from him and what's called a fast track. So I made $50 for signing him up, and I get my same product. And when my product comes out of his account, that helps me get that bonus cycle of my volume. So I'm essentially making money off of my Energize and my Recover coming off of my husband's account, plus getting it at a discount. So my sister is rocking the discount for hers, and then I'm getting my Energize and Recover at a discount, but also it's helping my business make more money. Does that make sense? Because I know that's kind of confusing. But so there's multiple reasons why. There's multiple financial reasons why it's smart to become Emerald, but another thing that Beachbody does to reward us, once you become Emerald, Beachbody sees that as you're taking your business further, and they do something once you are an Emerald coach and you start earning Success Club, you get what's called lead customers or leads. So Beachbody, if you guys didn't know, you can go to the website and sign up without a coach. And what Beachbody does is they will automatically assign you a coach. So if someone down the street signs up for Beachbody, well, if I'm an Emerald or higher and I'm reaching Success Club, Beachbody will give me that person for free. And if they become an active Shakeology user, I make commission off of their purchases. So it's just, again, another way to bring in extra income into your business. Did I hit that all, Courtney?
Yeah, I think so. Really, it's I want to just emphasize the fact that these people do not have to be actually coaching. They can just be signed up underneath you solely for the discount, and that automatically rank advances you to Emerald.
Absolutely, absolutely.
And usually I end all of my conversations, so that middle part right there, usually when people are like, when I have the conversation about challenge packs and my groups and they're like, okay, I'm ready to do this, I'm in. I end every conversation with, okay, awesome. There's 3 ways to check out: as a regular challenger, as a discount coach, and as a coach if you want to actually coach people. 9 times out of 10, everybody picks option 2 because they're like, why not get the discount when I could be doing that? Most of the time people say I'd never want to coach, and that's perfectly fine. I can say you never, ever have to coach anyone unless you tell me I want to coach. I won't ever contact you about coaching. But that is a huge way to end your conversations, because that's going to get you discount coaches 9 times.
Absolutely. My father-in-law to this day is a discount coach also, and he is like just a Shakeology drinker. I think everyone in our family at this point in time is a discount coach. So
yeah. Okay. And then lastly, the last thing we want to touch on really quick is just being a leader. You are going to really take off in your business when you feel like a leader, which means you are going to be running your own challenge groups. If you are not co-running a current challenge group with your coach, that'll be the next group probably that you run with them. And then after that, you are responsible to do your own workouts and do your own challenge groups and run them with your own ladies, so that you feel like this business is yours and not that you are riding the coattails, or not that we care at all, but we want you to feel like you're not in our shadow. You're going to shadow us in our business, but we don't want you to feel like you always have to rely on us We want you to run it how you want to. It's your business. You can run the challenge groups however you want to. You can do 21 days, you can do 30 days, you can do 60-day challenge groups. We have ways that we have found successful, and we stick to those. So whatever you guys want to do, I would suggest it. But that is really the first step in running your own business, is running your own challenge groups. And then a little bit later down the road, not too far, is doing coach sneak peeks and what it looks like behind the scenes of coaching. So that's all we got. Any questions? I know that was long.
I know, we were like, we can totally get this out in 30 minutes.
I know. I feel bad.
Oh, do I see the chat? Is there a chat or anything?
Let me take the stop share off. Sorry. Okay, no, there's not.
Okay. Did anyone have any questions? Awesome. All right.
Okay. Well, we'll let y'all go because it's late where you are, I think.
Well, thank you guys so much for hopping on. If you have any questions or anything that you think of, you guys know how to get in touch with me or your coach if you're with someone else, but I'm always here too. All right, guys, we will talk to you later. Bye.